Okay, cool.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
Internet. Hi. Sorry for the wait. For a little bit, the murder god just kind of failed to exist. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I
It's
exist
fine.
now. It's
Existential
fine.
murder god.
That works.
Typical murder god.
Oh, murder god.
Murder. Yeah.
Oh, murder god. Anyway, yes, hi, hello, welcome to Discord Murder Party, a fun game night with friends where nothing bad happens. I am your host, Kristen, and I'm definitely not the avatar for some kind of murder god. I am joined by an entire host of people. Is that the? Oh no!
Yeah, you can say
Yeah, you can say host
You
of
can
people.
say host or a slew. A slew.
Well, I guess
A slew of people who, for some reason, have agreed to be a part of this game.
And if we were all rhinos,
Bros,
you could
gather
call us a
later.
crash of rhinos.
I was
Crash
told.
of rhinos. Ooh,
Okay,
I like
for the
that.
record, I was just told there would be free food.
Oh, Scott, and you
call us a murder of crows.
God, you poor friend. You're gonna
believed
die.
me.
I mean,
Anyway, let's go down the line and introduce my victims. I mean, friends. All right. First of all, we've got Juno here.
Hello, everybody.
We've got Split.
I'm gonna die, aren't I?
Yes. If I have anything to say about it.
We've got Alex.
Now, see, the reason they call it a crash of rhinos is because rhinos have bad eyesight, and if they don't recognize the sound, they'll go over to it. Sometimes they stop.
Okay, Alex, stop. Okay, we've got Scott.
no, see, the reason they call it a crash of rhinos is, oh god, no!
Xander is here, guys. He's a player this time as opposed to a DM. Isn't that wild?
Guten Tag.
We've got Kikyo here.
Hi.
Hello.
We've got Adric.
Hello, maybe we should just be a murder of crows instead.
Hey.
I made that joke twice and nobody heard me.
We've got, for the very first time, we've got Loki. I'm actually unsure how to
Loki.
pronounce your name.
Loki.
All right.
Yeah, it's
Loki, like
Luke.
I have never said your name out loud, so this is a wild time for me.
Yeah.
I'm not
Me
the
too.
I'm
We got our very
the
own
musical. It's great. All right,
Yeah,
we've got Cammy.
Hello. I am here to get murdered.
Please tell Cammy that she's adorable.
Shut your face. I will fight.
Absolutely
Leave
adorable.
me out back.
I mean, we can if you want, but I am a god in this scenario, so I
Leave
don't
me in
know.
the goddamn
Okay.
thing.
And we've got Queen.
Why the fuck do I still turn up to this?
I don't know. Anyway, let me explain the rules of this game for those of you who have never seen this played before.
That's
There-
me.
That's you. Okay, so Discord Murder Party is basically Mafia, Werewolf, Witches of Salem, whatever version of this game you've played. The basic idea of it is there are 10 players, and at the start of the game, I give them all different roles, and these roles are secret. None of them know who the other people are. It's fun for me and only me at that point. There are 2 murderers, and they work together, and they choose someone to kill every night, and there is a witch. The witch has the power to save one person and kill one person. They can only use these powers once per game, so once they save a person, that's it. Once they kill a person, that's it. They're basically a wild card. We've got the gardener. The gardener is just usually some rando that I say, hey, do you want to give a person a thing? And then they do that, and that sounds dumb, but really it's just help our players, because then the regular townsfolk know who, basically it helps them suss out someone who is definitely not a murderer. Pretty useful. There is also a guy who just really loves guns. And he just loves guns, and otherwise seems like a normal person until that person dies, and then they get to kill someone in a blaze of glory. It's super fun. And then there's 4 people in this game who are just randos, and they don't have any special powers, and this game is gonna be really fun for me and not fun for them. Oh, also there's a seer. I forgot to mention the seer, because the seer
always dies.
Seer always dies.
The seer always.
The
Oh,
seer so
goddamn
rarely
God.
gets to do anything. The seer has the ability to check somebody else's roll once per round. The idea is, if you are a seer, hopefully you'll figure out who the murderers are, and then you have to try to subtly influence people into saying, hey, that person might be a murderer. The seer dies first almost every time, so I tend to just forget we have one. It's fine. There's also some new fun things on the screen, which you may see. We have this new little function that I am trying out. It's the super fun bit incentive, wherein you guys donate some bits. Every 1,000 bits, we spin this super cool wheel, and on that wheel, there are a number of things. There are things that can help the townsfolk. There are things that are fun for me, the murder god, which means they're either going to help the murderers or else it's just pure chaos. And also there's stuff like plot hints, possibly? Interesting. So, as an example, we have things like, on this wheel, there's immunity for one player for one round, which you, the chat, gets to vote on. There's some improv stuff in here. It's really neat. Look at that cool wheel.
Look at that amazing wheel.
Look at that cool wheel. I didn't
It's
list
so
all
neat.
the individual things because spoilers, but
Yes.
rest assured, it will be randomly decided after the randomly deciding.
Wait, I
Yay!
can't read it from here. What does that blue bit say?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Love it.
The catchphrase of Discord Murder Party, which is just don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
That seems to be a running joke for any kind of murder game.
Hey, thank
I
you,
mean-
Atlas, for the bits. We are 10% of
Thank
the
you
way
so
to a
much.
spin.
Yay! We're 10%
Yay.
away for spinning the wheel.
Yay! I think
Yay.
Unirob is asking us for Unirob. Hey, if you want to write a song this week, you should write a song about Dr. McGillicuddy, who has adventures.
Dr. McGillicuddy's Adventures in Plot.
Yep.
Adventures in plot. Just do that. That's what I want. I want a story about Dr. McGillicuddy and how I'm gonna kill him.
I mean, that's a given, but it's never going to stick.
We'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see.
Goodness.
Anyway, I think that's about it. I think we're ready to get started on this crazy adventure.
I think we are.
All right.
All right,
think
awesome.
so.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
Let's do it.
Let's
Okay.
do
Let's do it.
Let's
Yay!
Scenario 1, Hospital MD. Tonight on the 25th season premiere of Hospital MD. Welcome back to St. Casilda's, where the only thing our staff can't mend is a broken heart. Or at least that's the impression I get, because we already know the writers stopped even trying to research actual medicine a long, long time ago. How are we not canceled yet? Watch with bated breath as the love lives and real lives are on the line. Drama, romance, bloodshed, all under the stark fluorescent lightings of what is definitely an actual hospital. Anyway, let's take some time to get reacquainted with our staff, shall we? I'm gonna start with
Yes.
Dr. Barber.
Yes, hello. I'm Dr. Barber. I'm a barber by day, but a surgeon by night. And might I say, a darn good surgeon. Yes.
I'm dying.
Wow, you know, every time you always have a different person, and every time I just want you to die first.
Each time it gets worse.
Each
What do
time,
you mean?
you know, it's impressive. I'm
What do
almost
you
proud.
mean?
Don't worry
Um,
about it.
I'm one person. What do you mean?
You're just one person, that's right. Dr. Grandor!
Hi there. I am probably the most serious doctor here, the one who doesn't take any shit, but I'm totally a doctor. Do not question that. At all. Promise. Move on.
Alright, sure. Dr. McGillicuddy.
Hello, I'm Dr. McGillicuddy, and holy shit, I actually fit this scenario.
I mean, you're not wrong. Alright, Fido. Fido?
Fourth.
Who the fuck let a dog in the hospital?
This is unsanitary.
Yeah,
My name's
let
Fido.
the dogs
I just
out.
walk around the hospital sometimes. Sometimes I assist with the medicine. Squirrel! Sometimes I assist with the medicine. Sometimes I just walk around. It's weird.
Why are
Yeah.
there squirrels inside of this hospital?
It
We
was
don't have the best funding.
Fourth.
Yeah, people say the part where we jumped the shark in Hospital MD was the part where we let a dog become a doctor, but I feel like it happened way before that.
It appeals to the kids, though. What?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yes.
We gotta widen our age range, guys.
Exactly. Alright, we've got Intercom Joe.
Hello, I am Intercom Joe. I man the intercom, and I am in charge of telling people where they need to go and what they need to do. Dr. Grander to surgery. I repeat, Dr. Grander to surgery.
Alrighty. Okay.
Thank you for the bit.
Thank you for the
Thank
bit.
you so much.
Thank you.
I think it's a bit.
All right, we've got John. Just John.
Hi, I'm John and I'm a patient. I'm here because of accidents. I'm a very clumsy person, I'm sorry.
Oh dear.
hopefully
Too many
the
times falling into that toilet got to you, huh?
Oh,
This is what happens when you go to the bathroom so often.
Yep. Sometimes you
Excuse
fall into it.
me, you folks. That hasn't happened in this timeline.
Oh.
what are you talking about? With a
Don't
tunnel?
worry about it,
Yeah.
Mr. Skelly.
Hold on, what?
Mr. Skelly.
Hello, I'm Mr. Skelly. I'm the skeleton that rolls around for the display rooms. I was trained to be a doctor, but I didn't have the stomach for it.
You know,
Yes!
I don't even
You
care
are
about the rest of the
already
game. If Mr.
Wow.
Skelly lives, we're all winners.
Oh my god.
Well, I
Does
say
anybody
that-
else
I
notice the
say that you
talking
got
skeleton?
guts, but clearly you don't have any. Yes.
Oh.
Does anybody else notice the talking skeleton?
Yeah,
I mean,
say I do.
I think I touched the wrong needle. Hold on.
Bones! Bones! Oh no.
Just keep the dog away from me, please.
Anyway, moving on. All right, nurse. Just nurse in all caps.
Okay. Well, everyone, you know my name is. But everyone just calls me Nurse!
All right, fair enough. Natasha.
Yes, hi. I am an ambulance driver.
All right.
Cool.
You must have just arrived.
Basically,
Just
that's
arrived.
my job.
All right, you're. You know what? All we need you to do is drive. It's fine, and preferably have some intense drama. I really need you to just some intense drama. All right.
Also, thank you for the bits.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, Wendy Colonna.
Hey, I'm Wendy Colonna. Girls call me Thick Cal. I'm actually a prison inmate doing 5 years for theft. The only reason I'm here is because in prison, I may or may not have cheated at cards and may or may not have been stabbed in the leg for it. So that's probably the reason why I'm strapped to the bed as well. But don't worry, I won't stab a knife in you or anything. You'll be fine.
Yes, that's our job.
General hospital reminder to never interact with the inmates.
Well, don't worry. Has got your back.
Oh my god.
God, chill, guys.
Natasha, I would appreciate it if you don't turn on the ambulance siren while
Chase!
the nurse is talking.
Chase!
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. I get that a lot.
All right. You know what? I feel really good about this season of Hospital MD. I think we're going to learn a lot of great lessons. I think someone might die and come back as a clone. Aliens might be involved. Either way, tune in tomorrow at the prime time of 2 p.m. to see what happens. Anyway, I need y'all to go to sleep. That's what I'm getting at.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
I'll just be in my
pricks.
closet.
All right, folks. It's time for some murder. Okay, murderers. So, St. Casilda's is already a pretty sexy hospital, but it's not sexy enough. And the two of you have been working on a little something to change all of that. Indeed, in the after hours, you two have concocted a little something, and you like to call it the sexy disease. Sure, there's a small chance your unwilling patient may possibly be stuck dramatically crying from one eye until they shrivel up into a withered husk, but they'll be a beautiful withered husk, and that's all that matters. Plus, once you unleash a pandemic, you can conveniently discover a cure and save everyone. Awesome! You just need to figure out who your first patient will be. I need you guys to decide they had chosen a victim, and then they changed their minds after the description of what their attack is going to do. But either way, I need you two to make a decision. Discord murder party. Let's see who's gonna die. Alright. I need you guys to give me an actual name because, like, I only just started remembering everyone's names. It's much easier for me to keep track of bodies once a few of you are dead. Alright, good choice. Good choice. Alright, thank you. Let's see here. Seer! So, when the writers got roped into Hospital MD, they were pretty grudging about it. A hospital drama is fine, but this one writer couldn't let go of his baby. Psychic doctor! You didn't go to medical school. You don't need to go to medical school. You're psychic! Anyway, 25 seasons in, the writer is still hoping people will get attached enough to you to convince the network to make a spin-off. This is your moment. You're going to use your powers to find the killers. Hopefully. Whom would you like to start with? Need you to make a choice and DM me. Yeah, Psychic MD, right? I actually think it's a good idea. Boop. Alright, good choice, and there's your roll. Witch! So you're the crazy doctor who believes in spiritual medicine. There was this whole arc about religious tolerance 10 seasons ago, but that's been flanderized to the point where you're basically just a straight-up witch. It's fine. Very sensitive and in no way insulting to basically every religion on Earth. Anyway, you have the power to save one person through holistic practices. And I'm gonna tell you who that is right now. Do you want to save this person? Discord murder. Oh no, stop singing. Do you want to save this person? As I sit and wait. Alright. Well, since you're the witch, you also have the power to curse someone. Would you like to do that? Alright, good choice. Gardner. Things have been so hard for you since your 4 lovers were all killed in that carousel accident. But you know what? It's been a whole season and the writers think you've moved on enough that it's time for you to fall in love yet again. Also, all other relationships in the show are going stale and the writers are kind of panicking. Anyway, who would you like to try to woo tonight? Alright, good choice. Do you have any idea for how you want to woo them? If you want to give me some feedback, feel free to do that. Anyway, it's fine. Well, it's fine. We'll move on. Okay, I'll wait for you to type. How are you doing, chat? Yes, Izzy's Skydragon, it's basically Mafia, but better because we're cool? I don't know. Anyway, time for the first episode of Hospital MD, so let's come on in. Come on in.
Do we have a theme song?
I hope that we actually had a good time.
Hospital
Hey, hello, nurse. So, you got some flowers? That's pretty sweet. I don't know who they're from, and like it says to just nurse ? But we're pretty sure they're for you because you're the only nurse who's ever on screen at any given time.
I didn't know I had admirers. Oh,
it's so sweet, and you are so happy about it that you almost don't notice the screaming coming from down the hallway.
General
so Wendy,
reminder to not scream in the hallways.
So Wendy, some people came, the doctors came to check in on you after going through all the metal detectors and things like that. And when they walked in, they saw your corpse laying beautifully upon the sheets, a single tear going down your cheek, your eyes glistening in the fluorescent light. You were beautiful. Also, you were definitely dead. Which is a shame, because we were going to have a whole plot about learning that prisoners are people too, and it was going to be great. But you're dead now, so that's not going to happen.
Ah, well, fuck prison anyway.
That sucks.
Alright.
Oh, dear.
Okay,
Here, have a
official
flower
time,
for me, my dear.
8:26 p.m. Date.
Have a
23rd
flower from
March.
me, my dear.
Well, I guess we have to perform the autopsy as soon as possible.
Well, before
That'd be
you
a good
do
idea.
that,
I'll get the chainsaw.
But before
That'd be
you
a good
do
idea.
that,
I'll get the chainsaw.
but before you do that,
Jesus.
so we recently had, the guy who played the chief of medicine, he left to a more popular soap opera. What an ass. Anyway, we need someone to replace him, so I was wondering if any of you would like to become chief of medicine and thus get 2 votes.
I can do
Ooh.
that.
Well, would anyone nominate you?
Let's be honest here, I'm the only real doctor.
How dare
Yeah,
you,
that's
sir?
actually true.
Look, McGillicuddy, we've been associates for years. I have surpassed you each time. This is not the time to bring back our rivalry.
But have you forgotten the hot tub, my good man?
I know I haven't, that's for damn sure.
How fucking dare you?
I still have the tape.
What?
Oh, no, please.
Don't worry about it.
Thank you for the bits for the hot tub.
General staff reminder, this tape will be played in the recreation room.
No, it will not. Joe, I swear to God.
Furthermore, I would like to cast my nomination for Dr. Grander. Dr. Grander gets my nomination.
Thank you, Joe.
Would anyone like to
Well,
second
Joe.
that?
Yeah, I second.
Alright, so let's take some votes.
Bits.
Alright, so bits. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Dr. Barber, yay or nay for Dr. Granger becoming head of medicine?
It certainly is a hard yay for me.
Alright, Dr. Granger, would you vote for yourself?
Of course I would. I nominated.
Of course. Dr. McGillicuddy, how do you feel about
He
this?
called me not a real doctor.
I did no such thing.
I mean,
Technically, he didn't say you weren't a doctor.
Let's
He
move
said
on.
you weren't a good doctor.
what on
Oh
earth is
God,
that?
Jesus.
What was that?
I don't know.
The ambulance is crashing.
It's my-
Guys, we need to get some backup here. Hold on.
I
Okay,
told you.
He's on it.
Guys, before we clean up the mess, I need you to focus on voting. Okay, oh my God, Fido.
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 Hello, my name is Fido.
Yes, would you vote? Hey, good boy, who's a good boy? Would you like to vote for Dr. Granger for
I
chief
am a
of
good
medicine?
boy. Yes, I am a good boy. I will vote for him. Yes.
All right, good choice.
Good boy.
Intercom Joe.
I've already cast my vote.
Is it yay?
It was a yay.
Okay, great. John.
I'll go with yay.
All right. Mr. Skelly.
Yeah, sure. I don't see why not. I've seen him around the place. He has the heart for it.
All right, Natasha.
Yeah, I vote. I
All
vote.
right. And Nurse.
I will never forgive you for what you did in season 5. But after what you did in season 17, I'm going to have to say yay.
Thank you, Nurse. I hope one day you will forgive me.
Wendy. Oh, Wendy, you're dead, and you couldn't vote anyway because you're an inmate. And why would I let you vote on the staff of this hospital?
He is in the morgue.
Yeah, I mean, the dog and the skeleton, those are fine.
Dr.
They're
Grander,
separate.
I still wait for you.
All right. So, Dr. Granger, you are now chief of medicine.
Thank you very much.
Also, while you guys are cleaning up, I'd love it if you guys perhaps thought about who did it, started drumming up some mystery for this show. You have 10 minutes to decide, and if you don't, I'm going to decide the plot of this soap opera is getting a little boring and some interesting things are going to start happening. And by interesting, I mean someone's going to die terribly.
Okay, right.
Well, I was a
So,
little distracted by these flowers. I mean, they have such a good aura about them.
she died at 8:23 p.m. Today. She was an inmate, so who knows? Someone might have snuck in and just stabbed her.
Yes.
That is very
Anybody have
true.
any better ideas, though?
Well, we'd have to perform the full autopsy first.
I could go all Dr. House on this and diagnose.
Do it.
I suppose
All right.
we could.
I don't think we're supposed to, copyright shows, though.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's
He
fine.
said Dr. Home. It's good.
Yeah.
Dr. Hole.
Dr. Home?
Yeah,
Okay.
Dr. Abode.
Dr. Abode. What would Dr. Abode do in this situation,
Hey.
Dr. McGillicuddy?
Paging Dr. McGillicuddy, the lawyers from Grey's Anatomy are here for you. Paging Dr. McGillicuddy.
Don't worry, doctor. I'll talk to them and hold them off. You perform the autopsy.
Yeah, it appears this was no mere stabbing. This was an injection of a disease. Dramatically takes off glasses. There's another pair of glasses underneath. A sexy disease.
Oh my.
Shocking!
Attention patient, Jello will be served in the cafeteria.
McGillicuddy, what could this possibly mean? As I lean on you seductively.
It means
God.
that someone in this hospital is developing a sexy disease, for only in this hospital is there enough sex and doctor knowledge to actually do it.
Oh,
Dr. McGillicuddy, no!
Dr.
Yeah,
McGillicuddy, yes.
would you say that whoever would be diabolical enough to make this sexy disease would have to be very sexy themselves?
Indeed. But that
Who
doesn't
would you
narrow
say?
it down to any of us.
It's true, you are all very sexy. But only about as sexy as
really.
not primetime TV can allow. So to be fair, you're all probably about a 7.
Okay, I can take that.
Yeah.
I'd
I'm
say
solid
that.
6.
I will take that.
And my rotting teeth and my.
Oh, Dr. Barber. That doesn't sound very promising.
All right. Well, as we've all established, Dr. Barber is disgusting, so I don't know if it's exactly him.
Well, to be
But,
fair,
but,
it would have to
but Dr. Grander, what if he's trying to research it to make himself more sexy?
You're right. That is a possibility. We can't rule that out.
I have a theory. If I may speak, repeat, I have a theory.
All right, Joe, go on.
Sorry, speak louder. I cannot hear you over the intercom.
Oh,
Thank you. Perhaps I'm beginning to wonder if this is not one of our local doctors and is instead the work of an encroaching outsider, someone who's trying to fight our hospital, perhaps the opposition from St. Margaret's.
Those bastards!
I knew I could never forgive them for what they did in season 12.
Yes, the religious types have always been opposed to the practice of medicine. Yes.
Yes, that's
I mean,
right.
have you seen what those anti-vaxxers have said?
Well, who here is
But who are we
affiliated
going to
with Margaret's?
accuse?
Well, if we're thinking of people who could go between hospitals, there is Natasha.
What,
She
me?
she drives the ambulances.
Yes, that is true.
Yes, but like you said, it would have to be someone who has knowledge about things that are sexy, and obviously, that is probably Dr. McGillicuddy.
That's true. As a driver, she would only have half the amount of sexy since she's only a minor character.
Well, as you said earlier, nurse, they could be trying to make themselves more sexy.
That's also true.
Indeed.
I forgot. Forgive me, Dr. Grander.
I don't know if I can, but maybe one day.
Maybe someday in a future season.
In
Probably season
15.
23.
But what does this mean? There are too many of us.
It's hard to narrow it down.
Mm.
Dr. McGillicuddy, your thoughts?
Well, as much as I hate to say this, nurse? Oh wait, sorry, my mistake. Nurse!
What?
You are indeed very sexy. And you are indeed very quick to accuse people.
He's right.
I'm just trying to figure out the truth, Dr. McGillicuddy.
We all are. But sometimes you can seek the truth too fervently.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to
Are
say
you
that
questioning my practices?
Yes, I am.
Dun dun dun!
Is that a formal accusation?
That is a formal accusation from Dr.
anyone-
McGillicuddy.
Oh,
Would anyone like to second that?
I've known Dr. McGillicuddy for years. I trust this man with my life, or he's saved it several times. I'll second it.
All right. Dr. McGillicuddy, your accusation, I suppose.
Well, Nurse is very quick to accuse or jump on accusations. Nurse has even accused me of being the sexy spreader from St. Margaret's. Yeah, and who would accuse so many people except one trying to divert suspicion?
Brilliant deduction.
Nurse, your defense.
I understand that my practices may not necessarily allude with science, good sir, but I have the strangest feeling, and I know it deep down in my soul because I have studied this talent for many years, that there is something that is coming if we don't pick someone soon, say a random act of God. And the only reason that I could possibly know that is because I understand that my practices are not the ordained methods of true science.
That sounds like
I will
talk
admit
from
to
Saint
it.
Margaret.
It does.
I will admit to my practices being a little strange. But just because they're not universally accepted by national medicine does not mean that there are people who do not follow it.
Would you be implying then that you are perhaps a wicked woman?
Indeed, I am.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Would you like? It's time to vote. I think. Dr. Barber, yay or nay?
I'm going to have to say yay. I'm not sure how well I can trust these traditional medicine practices. Yes.
Dr. Grander, yay or nay?
If Dr. McGillicuddy still thinks this is true, well, nurse, I still don't forgive you.
Dr.
Right.
Grander.
Dr. McGillicuddy, yay or nay?
I'm still going to have to say yay.
Fido, yay or nay? What?
I think he said,
Which? She fell down a well?
Which cannot be
say
which cannot be sexy. She does not have tail. I say nay. Nay.
There you go. He said nay.
Alright. Intercom
Good boy.
Joe, yay or nay?
I've known Nurse for years, and she is the sexiest person here, and therefore it's the obvious choice. Too obvious, if I do say so myself. I say nay.
Alright. John, yay or nay?
Well, we could learn from traditional medicine, probably, if she really is using traditional medicine, so I say nay.
Alright. Mr. Skelly, yay or nay?
I'm going to have to say yay because the nurse spends a lot of time in the bone zone, so she'd want sexy people to be with.
Oh my god!
Nurse, if I may ask, what have you been doing with the skeleton model?
Don't worry about it.
It's a very
I'm
good
actually
question.
very worried about this.
It's for anatomical purposes.
Bits.
Please.
Bits
oh,
for the
God.
bits.
Bits. We're
For
bits.
future
We're
reference,
Bits.
please,
Bits.
everybody touch Mr. Skelly with their
Stop.
gloves.
No.
Let's
No
not.
gloves on.
Bones.
Keep going, keep going.
Give me bones. Give me bones.
Natasha, go.
Natasha.
Yeah. The nurse was. Oh, sorry. Nurse was very close to the body, so I am going to say yay.
Alright. And Nurse, yay or nay for your own death?
You may not forgive me, Dr. Grander, but I forgive you. I don't want to die. But if it comes down to it, I guess my practices weren't enough to win your
So-
heart.
Is that a yay or a nay?
I say nay.
Alright. Well, unfortunately, that is, I guess that means that we have to remove you.
Or so you thought! Magic potions! I'm saving my own sorry ass! That's what you get for betraying me!
Okay, cool. So, actually, here's what we're gonna do. Nurse, you are going to be escorted off the premises, and then your sister is going to conveniently start working at St. Matilda's. So please, nurse, say a goodbye to your staff as you leave the hospital, aka you fall down an elevator shaft.
Joe, can you page security for me?
Stop loving you, Dr. Grander!
Who built this?
I
What
have.
was that, Dr. Grander?
Can you page security for me?
Paging security, security to remove nurse from the premises. Security, remove nurse from the premises.
Nurse?
All right. And shortly, I guess tomorrow you guys will hire another nurse who looks specific. Oh my god!
Suspiciously.
Thank you.
Even
Suspicious.
sexier.
Even sexier.
An even sexier nurse.
I can't believe you replaced me with my hotter sister.
Anyway, the episode is over. Everyone, everyone. It's time for the episode to end. Credits roll. All right. So, for those of you who may be confused, basically, the witch can save themselves. So, there you go. Now you have an answer as to what happened there. All right. Murderers. So, hey, this sexy disease thing's working out pretty good. You ended up with you ended up with 2 sexy bodies because of the nurse. God, so much sexy in this show. Tell me, who would you like to make your victim tonight, or in between episodes? We don't actually have the budget to show the sexy disease like in action, so it all just kind of happens off screen. This is really a ramshackle operation at this point. It's kind of tough. Discord murder party. Let's see who's gonna die. The god of death is waiting to see who gets to say bye-bye. Could be a writer or a nurse, but why does the seer always die first? Discord murder party. Get ready for a game of blood and death. That was Unirob's Discord murder party song. It's great, by the way. Alright, good choice, good choice. Seer. Whose role would you like to check tonight? Or rather, you open up your third eye and you reach out into the ether with your amazing psychic powers. There's a lot of really cool cuts with some fine cinematography, I guess. It's fine. All right. Good choice. All right. Witch. Tough break. You've saved someone, so you can't save yourself again, but you do still have the option to kill someone. Tell me, would you like to kill anyone tonight? As I wait to see if you make it nice. Good choice. All right. And Gardner, you are still so alone. I mean, the nurse liked your flowers, so there's that. Maybe you want to pursue that, or maybe you want to try to go for someone else. I don't know. The writers like to keep their balls in the air. Oh no. Anyway, I just need you to pick someone before I go farther down this path. All right, good choice. All right. And I gotta write that down. All right. Episode 2 of Hospital MD.
Is it okay if I introduce myself?
Of course.
By all means.
Oh no.
Because y'all know that I'm new here. I just started. My name is.
Oh god.
But you can just call me Nurse.
That's a very lovely name.
Well,
Thank you. It was my mother's.
To the nursing.
Chase.
Well, Nurse, you are right on time because, boy, oh boy, do we have a bit of a situation on our hands. For
How
you
dare.
see, John has been struck down with the sexy disease.
How dare.
Oh no.
Oh no.
A single he lays in a piddle. Oh my gosh, I can't.
In a piddle. In a
Piddle,
piddle of
piddle,
roses.
Lays on a piddle with a fiddle.
In a piddle of roses.
In a piddle of roses and his own tears. He looks so beautiful. It's
We
so
can only
hard.
afford the one rose, hence it's a piddle of roses.
Actually, Dr. McGillicuddy, you can't afford anything because you're also dead.
Well, see you next time!
Oh no.
Whoa!
He.
No!
Unfortunately, I don't even get to describe his death before he vanishes,
Yeah.
which is frustrating.
But I believe you all know what this calls for!
What?
What is his
Oh, the
name?
stream's gonna see it in a second.
Oh, great. Good. I'm so happy.
Oh,
I'm
no.
so glad. Go on. Just keep addressing our lovely viewers, Doctor.
Hello, how are you doing? What?
Okay, shut the fuck up, Doctor.
You're dead.
You're dead. You're dead. You're dead.
Why is the head of our hospital so angry?
Haha!
I don't know. It's really a mystery.
I'm not the head of your hospital. I'm just the narrator for this great soap opera. Dr. Granger is the head of your hospital.
It's sexy McGillicuddy time!
No, why? Please.
That's forever burned into my
Alex, why?
Alex, no!
This is great. And he's such an lower half man.
Alex,
Good
no!
Lord.
Alex,
You know we're gonna get demonetized for that. You know?
Anyway.
Oh my god. McGillicuddy.
Mortuary staff to room
No.
503. Mortuary staff to room 503.
My lifelong rival, my lifelong friend. Rest now.
Well, demonetized immediately. Anyway, you all have 10 minutes to try to figure out who did all these terrible murders. Better get started.
It's a damn shame.
All these murders in our hospital is not exactly conducive to a successful medical practice.
This is very counterintuitive hospital, yes, I know. Whoever did this is gonna pay.
Whoever.
So who do you
indeed-
think did it? That's the real question.
I have some suspicions. As I went to sleep last night, I had a dream of delicious chocolate. And then after I woke up from that dream, something did not sit right with me. I realized some odd behavior from one of our medical staff, and I would like to call it to attention.
Who?
What do you mean?
And then a door opens. I would like to say something.
Joe?
Joe?
We haven't seen you in years!
Yes,
I thought you were dead.
I've been working. I literally just spoke over the intercom.
I know, I thought those were all
I know, but I
recorded. You
haven't
were really good
seen
at telling
you
the
in
future.
years.
Yes, I have been effectively working my job as the intercom man for several years. The man on the intercom, if you will. And
Get
But
out of my
last
church.
last night, or yesterday, or last episode rather, something did not sit right with me. Dr.
Whatever
Grander,
it is.
you were quick to institute yourself as the new head of the practice, and I was quick to support you. But you were also very, very quick to agree with McGillicuddy. And McGillicuddy's death came to all of us as a shocking surprise, I will admit. However,
Joe, what
your
are you
behavior yesterday, Dr. Grandor, left a sour taste in my mouth, almost as if you were trying to vie for power and manipulate another man into being more guilty than the other, for McGillicuddy is the one who did frame the nurse. Well, Dr. Grander, I would like to formally accuse you of committing the murder.
That's ridiculous.
I would like to second that notion.
Oh ho ho! Intercom
Dr.
Joe.
McGillicuddy was my friend.
Dr. Granger, Dr. Granger, you have to wait until it's your turn to defend yourself. Intercom Joe, do you have any more that you would like to add to your argument?
Yes, I would. Dr. Grandor was exceptionally quick, as I've already said. He was exceptionally quick to assume position of power here in the hospital. He was also very, very vocal about his experience with the hot tub. He implicated the nurse and got McGillicuddy on his side, as they were lifelong friends, but they were also lifelong opponents. Now, did Dr. Grandor kill Dr. McGillicuddy? I cannot say with any certainty. But maybe he killed John, the patient over there, who's been around since season 5, and yet we've never cured him of his debilitating hepatitis. Nonetheless, maybe if you killed John, maybe you gave him some dignity by letting him die sexy. After all, Dr. Grandor, if you cannot forgive what happened in the hot tub years ago, maybe you were getting your revenge by making everybody more sexy than the nurse. That rests my argument. I go back to my room, slam the door.
Dr. Granger,
No.
your defense.
You come back right now.
I open
Sir,
the door.
how
Go on.
dare you slander my name? How dare you slander Mr. McGillicuddy? How dare you? First,
Dr. McGillicuddy.
You hear a cry from the void. I'm a doctor, you fuck! Quit forgetting that!
you're dead! Shut up! As I was saying, first things first. Yes, I vied for power. Why? Because I'm the only person in this building, the only doctor who actually gets things done. Do you ever see McGillicuddy or Barber do anything? You called me into surgery the other day. Who is the only person ever doing a surgery?
Maybe that's why McGillicuddy's dead.
Exactly.
McGillicuddy fought me for power.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Oh.
Nurse was the one who brought up my tapes. I never accused her.
I would like to
Actually, false. McGillicuddy was the one who brought up my tapes, and he accused her. I backed him up because he was my friend. Now, how dare you use that against me?
Nonetheless, I think my other point still stands. Yes, you are the only one qualified, and maybe the power went to your head, and therefore you thought you could get away with creating a sexy disease. Because you are, after all, the most talented goddamn doctor in this hospital.
What the fuck would a sexy disease do for anything?
Nonetheless, I rest my case. I think it is plain and obvious who the murderer is.
I rest my case as well. I think it's plain and obvious that this is fucking ridiculous.
Okay, well, it's time to vote. Dr. Barber, yay or nay?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say nay, for Joe's argument has a serious hole, perhaps at the very beginning. Yes. How if Dr. Grandor's supposed murderous rampage began with the death of John and McGillicuddy, began with his vying for power at the very beginning of all these incidents, when the inmate perished. Then who killed the inmate?
No, Dr. Grandor killed the inmate still. Yeah, I'm saying because he vied for power after that to get ahead of the curve and not be suspicious and get a position of power over the rest of us.
I need you all to vote, otherwise I'm going to have to enact an act of God because you are losing time here. So, Dr. Granger, yay or nay for your own death?
Nay, of course not.
Weird.
I have to run this hospital.
Of course, you're so good at your job. Fido, yay or nay? Who's the good boy? Who's the good boy? Yay or nay?
I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy. Yay, yay, yay.
It's a yay? Alright,
I
alright.
gave you a treat the other day.
Intercom Joe, yay or nay?
Yay.
Alright. John's dead. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, Dr. Granger, John gave you these really nice flowers.
Oh.
He's also dead. So that's
May he
must have been his last act before he died. He was so alone. He just wanted to find love after his 5 seasons of being in the hospital. But he's dead now.
Poor John.
Poor John.
John never found true love.
Yeah. Anyway, back to voting for killing someone in cold blood. Mr. Skelly, yay or nay?
I'll vote sure. Not having someone watching the perimeters at all times will make it easier to get around and do people.
Oh dear.
Excuse me?
Natasha, yay or nay?
Dr. Grander has easy access to everything, and if there's any chance at all that he might have killed John and Wendy, then I say yay.
Alright. Nurse, yay or nay?
I think we all know where my place stands on this situation, because we all know what happened in that lovely last episode. So I'm going to have to say yay to poor Mr. Grander.
I gave you this job.
After you cut my sister out of the picture.
Your sister was crazy.
Crazy for you, maybe. I don't know what she saw in you.
Yes, what did she
Neither
see
did
in
I.
you, Dr. Granger, since that is 5 yays, which means that you are officially voted out.
You all are failures. I hope this fucking hospital burns down with you all in it.
Admit it,
nice.
Grander.
Go take a hike, Grander.
As Dr. Granger, as you turn to leave, a syringe falls out of your pocket.
Fucking knew it!
I immediately rip off my just standard worker uniform and reveal myself to be Psychic Doctor.
Oh! That's such a bad idea.
Wow!
It was never intended to be a disease. It was an experiment to cure John. Wendy had the same infliction. I'm sorry for trying to save lives.
Oh, you really should be, Doctor. You really should be. Anyway.
I don't get it. What happened? What happened?
Well, you
Going,
see,
Fido.
He skipped the human.
Goodbye.
He skipped the animal tests.
off he goes. Off he
How
goes.
could you do that to John? I don't
Well,
understand.
what a dramatic end of the episode. So many people are dead. And there could be more. Alright, everyone, episode's over. Okay, so, Murderer. Intercom Joe, I need you to go on mute.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Alright, good choice. Seer. Excuse me, Psychic Doctor. Whose role would you like to look at tonight? You're such an impressive hero, Psychic Doctor. Fair. Alright, fair choice, fair choice. Let's see here. Witch, you have already... Witch, you've already used all your powers, so that's done. Gardner, you're also dead. Tragically killed by the very person you gave flowers to. I love it. Alright, time for another episode.
Oh, good morning, everybody. It was definitely good for me.
Welcome back. Hi there.
So as the day goes on, you all notice that it's gotten pretty quiet. Nobody's on the intercom.
That's strange. Nobody's told me to go to surgery today.
Well, shit.
Eventually, you all find Intercom Joe laying in a stairwell somewhere. He looks beautiful, more beautiful than he's ever looked before. As you look upon him, as you look upon your fallen hero, you realize, alas, he was the Psychic Doctor, and now he's no more. Also, that spin-off show can't happen now unless we make it a prequel. Damn it. All right, so.
Well, that was a shame.
Yes, it is. So let's see here. Of the people left, we have one murderer. We have a guy who just really loves guns. And I think we have... Let's see here. We have a guy who just really loves guns, and we actually have 2 townspeople. Amazingly, we've killed a lot of... No, wait, no. Oh no, I'm getting lost. Okay.
Oh no.
I'm so lost. Okay.
Oh, no. Please
We
pardon
have
our
a-
murder god. They had a little too much to drink this morning.
I really did.
I got nerfed. I got nerfed early.
Yeah, we have, that's right, you're right. We've got the witch, we've got the now impotent witch, we've got a murderer, we've got 2 townsfolk, and we've got a gunsman. So, that's everybody.
Sounds like a fun hospital.
Yeah!
Why would you say it sounds fun? People are literally dropping like flies. Unless you like that sort of thing. Because you seem to like a lot of that sort of thing, Mr. Scully.
Well, to be fair, I'm already dead, so what would I get from it?
You might be able to get a laugh because, like Dr. Grander said, he's trying to find a cure to become sexy. I don't know how many people find skeletons sexy. I have not looked at the internet.
Bones.
But it seems like Fido's having a fucking ball over there.
Yes, Fido.
He's literally panting at the thought of your bones, so there's something
Fido,
there. I don't want to
take
know.
this one. You'll probably find it humorous.
Nurse, if I may interject, I, for one, know exactly what people on the internet think about skeletons and how they appear and whether or not they wish to bone them.
So what can
After
you
all,
input on it, Dr. Barber?
it could be that Mr. Skelly does, in fact, know about the opinion of the people's opinion on skeletons and wish to perhaps continue the work of Dr. Grandor in order to achieve that for himself. in order to achieve the ideal skeletal body, the ideal skeletal frame.
The only reason I'm concerned, Dr. Barber, because you hopped on board real fast with Grander and McGillicuddy.
That is actually true.
That is true.
When my lovely, lovely sister unfortunately had to leave the premises, you seem to be very, very adamant about it.
And there's
And I
something
don't
wrong with
really
that.
take that lightly.
I trusted Dr. McGillicuddy, mostly. Sometimes.
So did my sister. My
Very
dear,
true.
dear sweet sister trusted him with all her heart.
And yet,
That is true, Chief.
and yet,
Quite trusted me.
if Dr. McGill, are you not also a practitioner of these traditional practices that your sister so fervently practiced?
Yes, me and my sister studied together.
Well,
All right,
then I
then.
suppose that you would that you also have been acquainted with poisons, just as well as you have been with cures.
This is true.
As such, Dr. McGillicuddy's death had little to do with Dr. Grandor, and much more to do with one of you two, I believe.
That is quite true if memory serves. Not that I have the brains for it.
Of course, that does not solve the mystery of who murdered Intercom Joe.
I actually have a theory.
Oh,
Because,
please do go on, Natasha. I'd love to hear it.
Yes. So Dr. Granda talked to Fido about a treat or something. So I'm thinking maybe Fido was loyal to Dr. Granda and continued his work.
That is true.
Oh my
Not
goodness.
a very bad theory.
Fido, are you
He
a
didn't-
bad dog?
Fido loves Grandor. Good man.
Well then.
Grandor
that's-
was also the one who was studying that medicine. You know, the ones that been making people drop like flies.
And conveniently decided to skip the animal testing phase.
Maybe for a reason. Does that mean we have a formal accusation on the table?
Yes, do we have a
Yes.
formula? All right, would anyone like to second that?
I'll
I'll
second
second
that.
it.
Okay, who's putting forth the actual argument against the dog? We're putting forth an argument against our dog doctor here on Hospital MD.
Oh, we've had worse on this show.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I need someone.
Our
I need someone to-
doctor.
Our doctor.
Juno,
Fuck
get
all
out.
of you. Anyway, somebody please argue so we can vote over whether or not we're going to kill the dog. So then when people look up doesthedogdie.com, Discord murder
no.
party, it'll say yes.
Oh,
Anyway,
no.
continuing, who's gonna make the argument against poor Fido here?
I think it's Fido.
Fido?
That's Fido.
I don't care. You are all literally sacks of meat to me. Anyway,
I'm not.
somebody. Don't worry about it. Anyway, argument. Who's gonna make?
So, like I said, he was probably very loyal to Dr. Granda, and while he might not have known exactly what he was doing, he still probably did it.
Okay. Fido, your defense.
Fido, no hurt anyway. Fido, good boy. Fido, good boy.
Oh, that's incredibly sad. Let's vote. Dr. Barber, yay or nay for killing this adorable dog?
Well, the arguments do make sense. However, I do not believe that. I don't believe that a dog of perhaps. I do not believe that a dog would have the capability or the dexterity to perhaps inject this.
You have
poisonous
5 minutes before I
ve-
kill someone.
Making me lose my train of thought.
Oh, I know.
I'm saying nay.
Nay. All right. Fido, yay or nay for your own death?
Fido, good boy. Fido, good boy. No, no.
Oh, you poor boy. Who's probably a bad boy? Who might be a bad boy? Mr. Skelly, yay or nay?
I'm gonna have to vote yay. After all, I could never forgive Fido after stealing my backbone in season 13. Bone, good snack. Bone, very good snack.
Natasha, yay or nay?
I feel awful for this, but yay.
Alright. Nurse, yay or nay?
I fell for those puppy guys once in season 2 and season 7 and season 12. I am not going to let it get to me this time. I swear. I'm saying yay.
Well, isn't that interesting? Hey, Fido, who's not a murderer at all, who was actually a townsfolk, who's gonna come up with a nice murder guy over here. Come on.
That's fine.
I drag you away.
Oh no.
It's my doggo now. It's okay, it'll only hurt for a second, and then you can live with me forever.
Oh my gosh, I
I'm
feel
not
so
comfortable
bad.
with this suddenly.
Oh my god.
Don't worry about it. I have a dog now. I've always wanted a dog. Anyway, time for this episode to end. Everyone go
That's
on mute.
fine by me.
All right. So, murderer. Murderer, I need you to make a decision. Discord murder party. See who's gonna die. I need you to make a decision so I can see who says bye-bye. All right, good choice. All right, Seer, you're dead. Witch, you've used all your powers. You're but a normal being now. Gardner's been dead for a while now. There's still a gun nut in here somewhere, but anyway. All right, time for another episode. Let's go.
Oh, that was a good sleep. Am I
right.
right? I feel good.
So
Welcome back,
you all come in, and as you all greet each other, you say good morning. You maybe have some of those donuts that are in the break room. You realize Natasha has started to sexily cry, but only out of one eye.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You all let out panicked shouts. You immediately rush Natasha to the emergency room, desperate to save one of your own. But it's
Natasha,
too
no, you
late.
have to stay alive for our daughter.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Natasha, do you have any
Natasha!
last words?
Natasha, speak to me.
I am sorry for killing the dog.
You, Natasha.
Natasha was a townsfolk, by the way.
Oh no.
Wait,
So
no,
let's.
no.
Oh wow, we have 3 special roles here. We've got a
Shit.
murderer, a witch, and a gunsman. So
Well, this is a awkward situation.
I've had worse.
Now, nurse.
But
I'm going
those
to
are
need
on
you to trust
the
me
rated
here.
R channels. What? What is it?
I am not the murderer.
Okay.
I am the gunslinger.
Oh.
I can even pull out my pelvis bone and show you that it is in fact a gun. We have a simple way to
Is
save
that a
this
12 game?
hospital.
Oh my god.
There's
You
a
are
reason
fully
your sister
packed down
liked me
there,
so
ain't you?
much.
That's something we're going to have to say for that lovely website later. For now,
But for now, it's an easy solution here.
it seems it is.
I'm going to formally accuse Dr. Barber.
All right, then I'm just going to go with you on that. I don't give a shit.
okay, Mr. Skelly, your argument.
Dr. Barber, we trusted you. You are our doctor and our barber. But you couldn't cut hair worth a damn.
Yes,
Dr.
perhaps
Barber,
I
do you have anything to say to this accusation that is being laid before you? Because holy shit, I gotta admit, he's got some nice guns.
Yes. Perhaps I couldn't cut hair short, but I could cut lives short. I suppose I see the writing on the wall here, and it's clear that my time at the hospital is over. I accept your judgment.
What do you two opt to do now that your staff is down to 3 people and
You're just going to leave it just like that. This place has been your home for about 10 seasons now, Dr. Barber. If I remembered right, after having that wonderful affair in season 8, you were planning to stay even though your daughter did not have anyone to go to. Because she ended up going with the mother, and the mother ended up... But that's a different story for the spin-off.
Hey,
we can't have the spin-off anymore. The psychic doctor's dead.
This is true. That was a sad loss.
It's a sad loss.
That's true.
I only ask one thing.
What?
I don't know if it's too late to stop what Grander and I have started. Find a cure, because if this spreads, the whole world is doomed.
We'll do our best.
On the plus side, it's contained in this hospital.
Thank you, Dr. Barber. And we put the needle in.
That sounds like just...
Oh my!
Dr. Barber, a single tear traces its way down your cheek as finally, for the first time, the nurse hands you a hand mirror, and for the first time you see your face transform. Finally, you're beautiful.
I can die beautifully.
You breathe your last.
Well,
So,
no, we
Mr.
can't
Skelly,
have that.
about that pelvic gun of yours, is it functional?
Always. Why do you think they've kept me around for 25 seasons?
Okay!
You killed Judy!
Word to God. I have a question.
Yes.
So
You're the one who got rid of the fun nurse.
Since it's I genuine question about the continuation of this series. So you know how Psychic Doctor just couldn't get a spin-off and Psychic Doctor died, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if that's what it took to get it off the ground? Zombie Psychic Doctor.
I see your point.
That last choice was a coin toss. It was either like...
Yeah, you definitely chose wrong. If you killed Cammy, you might have possibly made it.
Yep.
Yeah, I was
That would've
surprised
been
you
special.
didn't
That
kill
would've-
Cammy.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Yeah, go for Cammy. You knew what Cammy's role was.
I know.
Why did y'all decide to want to kill me?
By
Can
the
I
way,
just say,
sorry, continue.
I love how at the end there, you have that nice little scene, but then again, it's an actual gun, so she's just like, let's see if it works. Okay.
Done. Let's see if it
Just
works.
because she's sexy does not mean she's smart.
Okay, bam.
By the way, chat, I noticed several of you were really sad that certain people died. If you donate bits, if we make it to 1,000 bits, one of the rewards for 1,000 bits is you guys get to bring a player back to life, and you get to choose who to bring back.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, during the game, you can actually bring someone back.
So consider donating. As you can see, we're at 11.9%.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, please, I want to do some of these rewards.
Give
They're
the
so
bits.
good.
Give the bits.
The bits.
I'm gonna give you a hint. One of the rewards is they all have to pretend it's a musical.
Oh my god!
No, I hate that one. I hate that one.
I know. I sure hope it happens.
I really hate that one. Don't do that.
No, I'm definitely going to do it, especially while you're playing Split, just for you.
Oh, I want to die. Oh, wait,
I'm really sad that
I
that's
already
a thing
did.
because I do have to leave.
All right.
Aw.
Oh, no.
Bye, Cammy.
Bye, Cam.
I hope that y'all liked my two lovely characters of... And...
They were both incredibly beautiful.
They were amazing.
Nurse!
They
And
moved me so
nurse!
much.
They were sexy. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Alright.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
Adric,
gonna leave
no.
as well because it's later. Have fun, guys.
Bye,
Alright,
Loki.
so finally,
All right,
we
bye, love.
are going to go on break while I set up the next game. So we'll see you all in about 10 minutes, probably.
All right.
You killed a dog!
You did kill a dog.
The dogs voted against me. What's wrong with you all?
Okay, we're going on break. See you all in 10 minutes. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
A dog! Okay.
Hello,
guess we're back.
everyone,
Okay,
and
cool.
we are
Hello.
back.
Hi.
All right, let's get right into it, shall we?
Let's get ready to
Scenario-
rumble.
This is the part where I talk. Thank you.
No.
All right. I'm sorry. Do you want to start arguing with me on something?
Sure.
That's what I thought. Okay. Scenario 2. Oh no, I messed up the voice. Shut up, Xander. Scenario 2. Inertia Pines, aka how much can I reference Gravity Falls and Twin Peaks before we get sued? Summer. A time for leisure, recreation, and taking it easy. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Inertia Pines, a sleepy town deep in the Pacific Northwest Mountains. Which state? Every Pacific Northwest state. Don't worry about it. My name's Jill Cipher, that's definitely my real name, and my OC, don't steal, and I'm mayor of our charming little town and have been for as long as anyone can remember. Let me give you the quick spiel. Inertia Pines is known for its beautiful forest, kooky small town charm, and of course a serious local cryptid problem. Legend. Definitely a legend drummed up for tourists and not some kind of town-wide conspiracy. Trust nobody. Anyway, I've rambled for long enough.
Dorcas?
Don't worry about it. Welcome to the annual summer meet and greet. Why don't you all go around and introduce yourselves? Don't worry, I promise nobody bites. Let's start with Alton William.
Afton William. And I'm here because I'm getting away from a pizzeria place back at my home place. God, my God, there's no biting here.
Damn it.
All right. Fair enough.
Okay.
Alex the Angel, who is a Wendigo.
Hello, everybody. I am Alex the Angel, who is a Wendigo. I escaped from a cartoon studio deep underground in Hollywood, and now I am here to get away from my creators.
Are you an actual Wendigo?
I mean, technically yes, biologically yes, but I've gotten over the whole devouring the flesh of man thing.
Oh.
Cool.
Hey, thank the both of you for the bits.
Thank you for the bit.
Yes, thank you
shit,
so much.
Look, see, I filed my teeth out.
Money.
Swear now. They're not fangs.
Yes, thank you so much. Woohoo! 32.40%.
Even more.
We're getting there. All right. Bill Galderson.
Oh, hello there. How y'all doing today? Okay, well, hello there. My name's William Galderson, but my friends call me Bill. I am the full-time owner of the Witty Cow Diner here in Inertia Peaks, part-time member of the local churches. I enjoy the simple things like Coca-Cola in glass bottles, apple pie, morning coffee, and I'm a down-to-earth kind of fella. Why don't you come on in and I can get you a slice of pie?
Your pies are wonderful, Bill. I come in every Tuesday. They're so
Oh,
good.
yeah. We're happy to serve you.
Of course you are. All right, Clyde Richmond.
Hey, Clyde. Cool dude, local rich guy. Just want you to know that I'm one of you, another guy of the Pacific Northwest. Just don't touch me, because all of my clothes and my skin is far worth anything you'll ever be.
Jesus.
Right.
His middle name is gentrification.
Oh no, your family's the one that's been paying the money to put in all those breweries, aren't you? You monster!
I like drink.
Fair. All right, John, again.
Hi, I'm the local forest ranger looking after bears and wildlife, making sure they don't get injured by anyone.
And Wendigos?
Probably also the Wendigos.
What are you talking about? We don't have a Wendigo problem here. That's just something we drum up for tourists. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Mr. What?
Hello.
Yeah, McMillicuddy.
My name is Mr. McMillicuddy. I live in a cabin in the middle of the woods and am very disappointed in my son.
Oh my god.
Because my son is a trash child who enjoys pretending he's a raccoon. He's not.
Is that kid's name by chance Mario?
It's Luigi, the worst one.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
Because I
Doctor,
remember seeing
why-
Luigi running around with a fox suit.
Oh,
not a
my.
Tanuki.
I do not have time for this. All right, old Lady Gertrude.
Hello, baby. I just want everybody to know I'm just a little old lady lives out in the woods with just her kitties and just knitting up a sweater every day that she can.
Aw, how sweet.
Don't wear them.
That
They
doesn't hit the
really
story
fucking
book red
itch.
flags.
They really itch.
It goes away eventually. Get some cream. I got multiple creams.
Is one of those creams a lemon cream pie from the local diner?
No. No one likes your shitty food.
Stop
Sorry, just had to say it.
advertising yourself.
Aw,
Uh,
I don't
Let's
take
move
any
on.
offense.
as much as I love this good old town drama, I got to make sure I introduce everybody. Tim Wickerman.
Right, so my name is Tim Wickerman. That's spelled with 2 N's, not 1. Everyone gets that confused. I make my living as a lumberjack here in these woods. Also, people get confused. People always confuse me with a gnome. I can assure you I am not a gnome. I am just really, really short. Live it,
Cut down
learn
my
it,
tree.
love it. Thank you.
Sounded like he was running for mayor.
You know, that's a very good point.
He'll have his day.
The buildings are going to be huge.
Watson Ever.
Hello, I'm Watson Ever. I'm 10 years old and I'm here on holiday with my parents. Well, I say with my parents. The first day we got here, I was playing in the sandpit and they said, "Oh, we'll be right back." And I'm still waiting for them to come back after 2 months. But I'm sure they just got lost.
Yep, that's definitely what happened.
Looks
Your
directly at
okay.
Alex.
I'm sure the local rangers will find him. Would you like to have
Who's
a slice
Alex?
of pie?
Yes,
Alex the
please.
Angel, who is a Wendigo.
Oh yes, Alex the Angel, who's also a Wendigo. It sucks that we have one fake Alex and 2 real Alexes in this fucking town.
I see no way that this can possibly get confusing.
Oh, it'll be fine. It'll be
fine.
okay up in here.
Your name's Doctor. Your name isn't Alex. Don't worry about it.
No, it's not. My name is Mr. Dick Millican.
Doctor,
It
I
says
am
right
with
there.
this game.
I
Alright.
have no idea what you're talking about.
He scares me.
Of course. Alright. Anyway, I think I've had enough of this little shindig. It's time for y'all to go on to bed. Off to bed. I know it's 10 o'clock and it's still
yippee
light outside,
yippee.
but it's time
Good
for
night,
you to go.
everyone.
Time
Good
to
night.
sleep in the sandpit again.
Alright. So let's see. Anyway, first people I'd like to talk to on this lovely night. I'd like to talk to my best friends. So as mayor, I like to consider myself friends with everyone. 2 of you, however, are my new best friends, because only my best friends would ritually tattoo themselves in exchange for my favor. I'm charmed, really. I'm super digging this relationship we have, and the fact that you're both Wendigos does, in fact, really help things. You know, my Wendigo besties, no relation to certain reformed Wendigos, of course. I mean, guys, I want you to know that all of my players insisted that the werewolves be Wendigos, so I'm just rolling with this. Just wanted to make sure that's clear. Don't worry about it. Anyway, my new best friends, I'm digging this relationship we have. I like our friendship, but if we're gonna keep it up, there needs to be some give and take, if you get what I'm saying. Anyway, debts are due, friends. Give me a name. All right. All right. Good choice. Good choice. All right. Seer. Or should I say the conspiracy theorist. So everyone else is pretty convinced all that cryptid talk is a dumb legend. You, though, you know it's not. And you have a whole lot of yarn spun on the topic already. You've got printouts from old GeoCities websites, you've got conflicting book and magazine articles, everything. You're so ready to crack this case wide open, you just need to do a little bit more snooping around. By which I mean you 100% need to just creep on people. I'm sure no one will have a problem with it. Tell me, who would you like to creep on tonight? Need you to pick a person who you would like to creep on. Discord murder party. God of death is waiting to see who's gonna say bye-bye. Could be a writer or a nurse. A seer. Alright, good choice, good choice. Boop, boop, boop. There. Alright, and, well, there's no witch, unfortunately, because I had a really great spiel about that. So, last of all, there's the gardener, or should I say the dealer? So, fairy dust is illegal, but not if the cops aren't looking. The best fae dealer in town recently got busted, so that means you can start breaking into the market if you play your cards right. It's time to hand out some free samples. Tell me, who would you like to give a little bit of fairy dust to tonight? Which, by the way, is definitely just code for hard drugs. It's fine. Don't worry about it. This is a kids' show. A family picture. The gardener's very concerned. Or should I say, the dealer. I gotta start being consistent with my naming. Good choice. All right. Welp, everyone wake up.
Alright, bright and early to start the day. Can I get anybody a cup of coffee?
Who the
Oh,
fuck?
yes, please. I'd love some
Not
coffee.
allowed to drink
I'll be right
Yeah,
with you. Hold
I
on.
only sustain myself on hatred.
Anybody want some
That doesn't sound very healthy.
Did I fucking say you people could wake me up?
They can't
Wake me up
actually
sometime.
because you're dead, Clyde.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Which is great because
Oh, no.
I mean, it's sad, really. We're all very sad to see you go, but also this does admittedly put a hamper on all those new developments and the gentrification in my lovely town. So,
Ah, jeez.
Hey, thank you for the bits!
thank you for the bit.
Thank you.
I leave my fortune to old lady Gertrude.
Oh,
Oh
That's
my.
really
Is he
something
dead?
unfortunate.
Oh my goodness.
That
It-
guy's
it looks like he's
super
dead.
Yeah,
Oh.
he is dead.
Hold on. Let me check for Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he's definitely
He
dead.
gave his fortune to someone who's going to.
Watson.
Oh, well, I
so
thought
you've been
multiple people
Watson.
are
You've
probably
been
going back.
hungry for so long. I should mention somebody gave you some pixie sticks. At least you think they're pixie sticks, but you're feeling a little weird after ingesting them.
What do you got there, little fella?
Oh no. You don't look so good.
I don't feel so good either.
It's
This must be the
fine.
work of
Are
that.
you
This must
okay?
be the work of that devil.
Well, anyway, now that somebody's died, it's time for us to do the annual summer tradition of choosing somebody to lead the mob. I mean, summer leader. Anyone want to nominate a summer leader for summertime things?
That's an interesting tradition.
I think Tim would be a good choice. He's the only one who's, actually looks after me.
What?
Hold on.
Why
Okay, hold
me?
on there. I'd give you slices of pie for free. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, but they're a bit not nice.
What? You don't. Okay. If you
You don't
don't
forget
like
about
the
the bear
pecan,
that I saved you from 2 years ago.
no, I don't take offense to people who don't like my pie. You just got to ask me for another pie. If you don't like the pecan I've been giving you, I can just hand you like a cherry or an apple or a lemon or a lime or a chocolate or a French whipped cream. The list goes on and on.
I need you guys to make a
Disregard this shit.
decision.
You're making me hungry.
I'll vote for you if you give me the whipped cream.
No, I'm not looking to be one. I'm actually
No.
looking to nominate old lady Gertrude. She's a staple of the community. She's a real nice lady. I like
But
the
she's
kind of her.
blind.
That's true.
But,
Well,
but they say justice is blind, so that's okay.
That's true.
Oh,
Also, she does now have the resources to
That she
help,
does.
to help us
I do
figure it
have
out.
much money, many money from the
Yes.
what is the gender?
So
What do
it's
you call
Mr.
it?
Richardson.
Gentrification.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe they call it gender friction.
Gender fiction. Yes.
Pulp Fiction.
I feel so sad.
Can I get a second nomination on any of this? I need you. Come on.
Yeah, I second old lady Gertrude.
All right.
You guys want to nominate the blind old lady? Then okay.
All right.
Really, yeah.
Afton, yay or nay for old lady Gertrude as summer leader?
I feel like my hands couldn't be safer in a blind woman, so yes.
Your hands couldn't be safer in a blind. All right, Alex the Angel, who's a Wendigo? Yay or nay?
I say yay.
All right, Bill, yay or nay?
Oh, she's just the bee's knees. So I'm gonna give her a nice old hearty yay and a free slice of pie.
Oh, well, thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Oh, I'll knit you a sweater one day.
Oh, my favorite color just happens to be purple.
Oh.
John, yay or nay?
I guess yay.
All right. Mr. Yay or nay?
She's not a trash child, I say so.
Old lady, yay or nay?
Well, Jesus Christ, do I even get a vote?
You do get a vote.
Yay, I guess.
All right. Tim, yay or nay?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Watson, yay or nay?
I say nay because the sweaters she knits for me are a bit too big and I don't really like them.
Well,
accept that criticism.
Well, your ageism doesn't matter because everyone else voted for Old Lady Gertrude. So congratulations, you're summer leader. Oh boy. Anyway, you guys took so long for that I'm gonna change that. I'm feeling kind of restless and impatient. So now you guys have 8 minutes to try to figure out who did it.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, this is a real pickle. All right.
I'm hiding up in the trees.
Okay, let's.
What are you doing?
Stuff the angry geometric shape.
No, I think you need to grasp the stem a little bit stronger than that, there, Tim.
Please don't grab and climb the trees. There are eagles there that are very
No, it's
rare.
okay. He's a trained professional.
Good point. Good point.
Be careful.
All right.
Let kids climb. If they hurt themselves, they fall.
But you're
So,
all
how did
nice
Clyde
people. Who could
die?
be capable of doing this?
Oh, he was played alive. Don't worry about it.
Wow. Okay. Right there. Okay. So that was a violent display. All right then. So I'm just gonna take cherry pie off the menu because the red might set a little few people off today. Okie dokie.
That's probably a smart idea.
So do we know what happened?
Well, obviously not.
Well, according to the police reports here that I suddenly have procured from this weird, mysterious narrator, he was splayed alive. So it would seem.
Whoa.
I see. Well, normally that would point towards a Wendigo. However,
Are you?
no, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just keeping the eye. Well, I'm blind.
Well, I do understand that
You know what I mean.
most Wendigos do not file their teeth down and go like non-human meat. So I understand if my presence might be a little bit, nerve-wracking for the rest of you lot. But I may assure you, it's not me. It is not me.
Well, you seem like an honest fella. I'm gonna give you some pie.
I have a suggestion.
Yeah, what would your suggestion be, little friend?
Big child.
Well, I like watching detective shows and stuff. I don't know why, but anyway, I find that people normally like disguise themselves by hiding themselves as the good guys. So I was thinking, the forest ranger's saying that they defend us from the Wendigos, but maybe they're actually a Wendigo.
Oh, geez, that's a hell of an implication you're throwing down there.
I know, but the rest of you don't seem very, I don't know, guilty. They're in the kind of ideal place.
Well, do you have any evidence against?
Yeah, well, I've known
Tim.
I've known Tim since we were both kids. I would like to hear your reasoning. Tim is like an upstanding fellow of the community.
I actually meant John.
no.
Okay.
John is the forest ranger.
John, sorry,
John's the forest ranger. Yeah.
John, sorry. John.
No, Tim's the nice
I've known
one.
John since I was a kid.
lumberjack. I mean, that's okay, but
that's like the opposite of forest ranger.
It really is, Mr. Home Tree Cut Downer.
Listen, I need to make an honest living, okay?
All right, that's fair. There's more trees in the forest anyhow.
Yeah.
You better not touch my home though. Next time, you better not touch my home. I'm gonna clearly mark it. Anyways, back to the death.
Yeah. Just all I'm saying is that if they were patrolling at night, they may have been, awake while the rest of us were asleep. It would have been the ideal to kill one of us.
Do you have but what would be the motive?
They wanted to.
I mean, that's as sound as any argument. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I'm only 10!
It's okay. Hey, here's another,
For a little
it's another
bit of
slice of
fun.
pie. Get it.
Thank you.
Okay, listen, some things have been thrown out there into the arena, but, I'd like to get this sorted out before my establishment here opens in the next 5 minutes. So, anybody else got a clue as to what the heck is going on in here? This is just a real head scratcher,
You have 4 minutes.
Well, to be fair,
I formally accused John then!
Would anyone like to second that?
little Watson, I'll trust you. I'll go with you because I think you might have something there.
Thank you,
Watson,
Civilian.
come on, little detective. Why don't you tell me why you think John here flayed a man alive last night?
Well, if they were the forest ranger, they would have been awake to patrol the area, which means they were the only one awake out of all of us. Therefore, it would have been the ideal situation to do it. God knows why, but I guess, I don't know.
Fair enough. John, your
Yes.
defense.
Well, I did patrol last night, but it was mostly looking for bears and such, because I heard that there were some noises around with bears approaching. So I would never kill anyone. Just saying.
That's what they all say. All right, time to vote. Afton, yay or nay?
Well, I trust the little detective Watson over here. She's such a little cutie. I'm gonna go with yay because that was a solid argument there.
She, I'm a he. I know I haven't hit puberty yet, but still.
I'm sorry, little adorable one.
Alex, yay or nay?
I'm gonna have to say nay. I honestly, I would have heard this. I've got some pretty sensitive Wendigo ears.
Bill, yay or nay?
As much as he creeps me out, I'm gonna trust the Wendigo on this one. I'm gonna have to say nay. I've known John since I was a kid, so I'm sorry, little fella, but I don't think John has it in his heart. He's a staple of the Forest Protecting Services.
Oh.
Well, here's another slice of pie.
Thank you.
Yeah, without John, all you guys' picnic baskets would have been pilfered a long time ago.
John, yay or nay for your own death? I mean, deportation from this town.
Freudian slip there, eh?
Nay? Weird.
Nay.
All right, Mr. Yay or nay?
It's
No.
McMillicuddy.
Mr. Mill.
I do not trust the word of this trash child. No.
You just said she wasn't a trash child.
Old Lady Gertrude, yay or nay?
I also have to say
Oh,
nay.
wait.
Because it seems like these young folks, they sometimes they get things in their head, and it's not that they're stupid. It's just they have ideas, and I don't trust this one.
Fair enough. Tim, yay or nay?
Nay?
All right. And Watson Ever, yay or nay?
Well, I was going to say yay, but I guess majority rules. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's almost like nobody would believe the word of a small child.
No, don't
tried your
cry
best.
there, little fella. Here, I'll
Maybe
get
have
you
a
a
word
Coke.
that's original.
You were Hey, everyone wants to be a Sherlock Holmes. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that.
I
Freudian
Use
slip.
him for that pun.
Yes, pun. Yes.
I feel like I need to kill you just for that.
Please no.
Not even a joke. I formally accused him for that
no.
pun.
He might have cut that in.
Anyway, you guys have 2 minutes, and if you don't pick someone, I am I'll deport someone at random for fun.
What do we do? We're all gonna die.
We had a formal accusation towards
It wasn't
Tim.
like this last week.
I thought Gertrude accused someone.
Yeah, Gertrude was
I formally
accusing Tim a
accused
whole
three
bunch.
times for that.
So, Tim, we're gonna throw Tim into the mess here. I see.
No, but
Okay,
it was
yeah.
for a pun. It was just for a pun.
It was a pretty bad pun.
That's it. It was a pun, of course.
Alrighty then. Well, this is a real pickle we have found ourselves in.
Indeed.
We're gonna die. I want my mum and dad.
I need you to choose someone.
I mean, it still stands.
You're not helping nondescript geometric shape.
Simply because I don't want to have a random deportation, I will second Gertrude in her
All right.
accusation.
I'm sorry, what was her accusation? I was thinking about...
Tim, we said it like 5 times.
Oh, doctor. Okay.
I don't have a doctorate. Why do you keep calling me that?
Who's the doctor?
Good question. All right, old lady Gertrude, your argument.
Well, for one, he is also a person.
Go on. Go on.
Well, for one, he is also a person running around in the woods, aside from our good old park ranger here. And something about him seems entirely off, like that little laugh he does every time he makes a joke.
That's true.
He's been giving me these weird vibes this whole time.
Well, he carries an axe around too. That's kind of
And he
frightening.
carries an axe around. That you can play with that.
It does make sense, but I will agree that the little laugh that he does is a little bit strange.
Fair enough, fair enough. Tim, your defense. Tim?
Tim?
What? Are you in the void?
Tim.
Mr. Wickerman,
Tim?
Okay, I confess, I am a gnome, okay? It's not because I'm a midget. I am a gnome. I live in the forest. I make things. Are you happy?
Have you been teaching my trash child the secret words?
Wait, what?
Have you been teaching my trash child the secret words of the gnomes?
The secret words of the gnomes.
I don't think we have words.
Liar, you're speaking words right now.
I mean, you're not wrong, but...
But you were so nice to me.
Oh my god, what if it's gnomes and not Wendigos? Gasp.
Now
That would be
listen here,
terrible.
you. I may be a gnome, but I still make an honest living as a lumberjack. And that
If you
was-
don't hurry up, you won't be making an honest living. Let's vote.
Okay.
Afton, yay or nay?
I feel like at this point I have to, even though I'm very confused by the gnome. Yay.
Alex, yay or nay?
All right, Tim. I will say that I'm still kind of miffed about the home tree, but it's water under the bridge, so I'm gonna have to say nay.
All right. Bill, yay or nay?
Oh, this is a tough one. I'll have to say, as much as I like you, Tim, I just gotta say, you're a gnome. You belong out there in the forest. You shouldn't be meddling in the affairs of us simple townsfolk. I'm gonna have to say yay. I'm sorry. I think gnomes should stay where gnomes belong.
Now that's racist.
Now,
good
hold on,
sir.
I'm not
That is
racist.
racism
Now,
against
I'm
my.
not the one we were
That
supposed
is
to be expecting
racism
this
against
from.
gnomes.
There's a Wendigo running around in town. You guys don't have any problem with it?
All right,
We are very Wendigo positive in this city here, most of the time until they kill us.
Wendigo forward.
All right, fine. If it helps me not look like a racist prick, I'll go ahead and rescind it back to a nay.
All right. John, yay or nay?
I would say nay, since Tim's kind of my only friend in this freaking town.
You get me.
You said nay? All right.
Nay.
All right. Mr. Just
You're
go.
going to have to pronounce it one day, and also my answer is yay.
No, I won't. No, I fucking won't. Old lady Gertrude, yay or nay?
I mean, I am the formal accuser, so I will have to say yay.
All right. And Tim, yay or nay for your own death? I mean, deportation from our lovely town.
I'm telling you, I'm innocent. Look, I know I've cut down some trees, but I haven't done anything else. I promise.
That is not Lorax approved, son. All right.
Lorax.
Watson Ever, yay or nay?
Well, Mum and Dad said not to trust liars, so I'll have to say yay.
I'm not
Okay,
lying.
so that's 4-4 and 4 against, which means that actually, Tim, you are safe.
Isn't it 5 because
Thank you.
Yeah, Gertrude's
Oh, wait,
got
that's
to.
right. Oh, that's right. You're right. Okay. Did Gertrude vote yay or nay? I
Yay.
voted
Yeah, I'm accused.
That's right. I'm sorry. I am. Well, oh, thank goodness. Here I was worried. Actually, who am I kidding? I was going to kill him anyway. Tim!
Watson, Watson, did those pixie sticks mean nothing to you?
Oh, hold on, wait, you gave drugs to a kid?
Drug
Oh my
kid?
god, that is super
Drugs to
awful.
a child?
It's horrible.
I
Well,
feel super less bad.
Well, we killed one monster today, even if it wasn't the one we were looking for.
Yeah.
It's not
Winners don't use drugs.
candy.
You know what they say? You know what they say about gnomes? They're drug pushers.
Mm.
All right, out we go. I
Stay
don't need
here,
any
you.
drug pushers in my town. Come along,
I
Tim.
don't remember you.
I promise you're definitely gonna live and you're definitely gonna make it
Yeah.
past the town border. Let's go.
You know what they say about gnomes.
You will hear from my cousin Schmeb.
Hold on.
All
This is a
right.
spicy little fella.
What's wrong, Watson? Are you? All right. Well, you just lay down, take a nice nap.
He's hooked on the drugs. It's withdrawal.
It's definitely with the withdrawal and not his continued failure as a detective. Anyway, close your eyes. It's time for sleep. All right. All right. Good choice. I didn't even have to ask my best friend, the possible Wendigos, whether or not who they wanted to, cannibalize. All right, good choice. Seer. Oh wait, no. Yes, we still have. All right, Seer. Who would you like to check the roll of tonight? Yeah, right. I'm like, oh yeah, whoops. I definitely I always just start the second round like assuming the seer is dead, and I don't have to check to see what they want anymore. Whoops. Amazingly, we've had remarkably wise seers who have somehow made it. All right. There is no witch. Oh wait, Gardner. Whoops. Or should I say drug pusher? You're gone, so that's it. All right. Everybody wake up!
Okay, I'll put a pot of coffee on.
Another day.
I do need my
needed it.
because my friend is
Anybody
gone.
Who got played today?
Anybody want decaf or should I just straight caffeine?
I told you I sustained myself on
Caffeine.
Hydration.
Do you make
Alrighty
tea?
then, gotcha. No worries, coming right up.
Actually, you don't hear the usual request for tea in your diner tonight, Bill. Because I'm afraid old lady Gertrude is gone.
Well, this was bound to happen. Goodbye.
Oh, jeez. Now what am I going to do with all this Earl Grey?
I can't believe
God.
old lady
I'm
Gertrude
sorry,
is
your
fucking
sweaters
dead.
were nice.
She was found torn to pieces out in the woods with some very Wendigo-esque claw marks.
Oh, jeez.
No.
So I'm just going to
that's-
throw this out on the limb here.
what-
Those don't look like axe wounds to me.
Those do not look like
Obviously.
Watson, come over here. You don't need to see that.
Okay,
Ooh,
I'll get
that
another
looks-
slice of pie.
That looks really bad.
thank you.
Here, have a bear action figure.
Oh, my favorite.
What color does the body look like? Is it just red?
Yeah, mostly.
All
red.
right, so not cherry pie
Mostly
2
red.
days in a row. This is great for business.
Yeah, I think we should just take cherry pie off the menu for a little bit.
Yeah, it's gonna be,
well.
I feel like this is gonna be happening a lot.
Silly Bill, you know we don't serve cherry pie in this town in the summer.
I like to think of myself as I serve anybody's needs all year round. Anyway, can I get anybody some pecan?
Yeah, pumpkin. I like
Bye.
I'll take some pecan.
Do you guys
Okay.
want to know? Actually, wait. While we're eating this delicious pie, would you guys like to nominate another summer leader? A super fun summer position?
Well,
I-
as it currently stands,
What?
Bill seems like the most sociable person here as it stands.
Yeah,
That's
I like
true.
Bill.
Is
I
that
mean, he does
too-
make some pretty darn good pie.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it comes from me old mother's recipe. A secret as hell, but she cooked a hell of a good pie.
Yay,
Oh,
pie.
that's sweet. Like
Is
the
that
pie.
2 nominations for Bill?
Yeah, I like Bill.
All right.
Yeah. I like you too, little friend. Here's you can have anything off the menu free of charge.
Thank you.
Oh, how charming. Afton, yay or nay?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Alex the Angel, who is a Wendigo, yay or nay?
That's a yay.
All right. Bill, do you want to vote for yourself?
I don't like to, toot my own horn here occasionally. However, if ever, I just like helping out the community. So you know what? Sure, I'll go ahead and throw myself a yay.
You really do. You're such an upstanding citizen.
Oh, thank
John, yay or nay?
Yay.
All right. I'm not going to say it.
Well, that's
I
too
refuse.
bad, because I'm just going to keep
Milligan.
waiting here until you say something.
Let's call him Mr. Man.
Mr. Man, yay or nay? Thank you.
Bill is not a trash child. He is acceptable.
I would like to. I would like to address that. Yes, in my youth, I did the occasional dumpster diving, but those days are behind me.
I regret my decision.
Watson, yay or nay?
Yeah, I say yeah.
All right. So that's unanimous. Congratulations, Bill. You're our new summer fun leader here in the lovely town of Inertia Falls. Let's have some fun summer activities. Yay!
I don't know much about leading, but I sure do know about fun. So I'll try my best.
Yeah.
Well, it appears the topic at hand right now is not as fun as we would like it to be.
Yes, I agree. Things
Looking
are not
at
looking
these-
so good here.
Yeah, especially since those are very clearly Wendigo wounds.
Oh no.
Well, they are, Mr. Wendigo.
Friend, but I mean, you're a Wendigo. Now,
I
I don't
know,
want
I-
to imply anything, but things are
Yeah.
not looking good for you.
Exactly. I will put this. I will say this. It was not me.
Alrighty.
Why do we even have to vote for anybody?
Well, listen, I don't want to throw forth any accusations just yet. I want to hear from all of you. I want to get a feel for the crowd and
No,
Well, you see.
Hmm.
no. I don't want to play.
Oh, no. What? You don't want to play? That's really too bad, because you see, I just can't stand having 2 murderers in my town. We gotta do something about this.
No,
I mean,
but-
you don't want to ruin summer, do you, kiddo?
But I don't want to be the detective anymore. It's only ever caused me trouble. What the hell did that come from?
That
Whoa,
was
hold on
weird.
there. You just suddenly shot through to puberty and came right back and lickety split. I'm very confused by what has just transpired.
This must be the work of the devil.
Yes, the devil. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, well there. I have to agree with the Wendigo friend here. That seemed like something highly suspicious.
This must be the work of an enemy stand.
I don't know where that came from, I swear!
Oh, Watson. Oh, Watson.
What's going on? Where did that come from? That wasn't me!
Well, Bill, you're
Wasn't
leading
it?
us. You got any ideas?
Please don't.
Tim?
Yeah, Tim, please, you're dead.
Yeah, Tim,
I
you're
need-
dead.
Tim,
I need.
Oh shit! I thought I was.
You know
I was
what?
muted.
Let's not worry. Let's not worry about our little friend here. I'm sure that was just a slip up that none of you need to worry about. Let's focus on the murders.
Well,
Any
Bill, what do you
nominees?
think?
Yeah. We're gonna defer to your judgment here.
Oh, well. Oh, no need to start crying there. You've been doing a lot of sobbing indeed.
I'm
And-
10!
I mean, sure. But, listen, I'm not necessarily the best choice here, but I as a leader, I have to make some executive decisions around here. With that weird voice thing you just did, and, that seemed really dark and ominous and spooky, and you've been really playing the pity card around here. I'm going to have to, sorry, Watson, but you've been kind of leeching off of my establishment for some time now, so I'm going to have to throw down a formal accusation here.
I can't get a job, I'm a minor!
I'm going to
I don't
second
know
the
a US citizen!
I'm going to second the accusation of the trash child.
Holy!
All right,
Oh.
awesome. I love it. Afton, yay. Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just so eager for death.
What is happening?
That is a problem.
Don't worry.
I
I'm
mean-
sorry. I'm sorry. I meant summer fun. Summer fun. Bill, what's your accusation for this fun adventure where we talk about jettisoning someone from our community?
Now, Watson, I gotta say, you're a stand-up kid from when I've known you, but I just want to say, now that I think about it, it is somewhat highly suspicious that your parent just mysteriously disappeared and you've somehow been living all alone, not in a house, completely unfazed by the weather and the elements, and also getting the sympathy card from everybody here in town. Now, listen, as someone as well accustomed to the sense and niceties and politeness around here, and the general hospitality of the townsfolk of Inertia Pines, I just gotta say you're a little too you're a little too suspicious on my end, at least. You've been crying. I mean, after all, you said some nasty things about other people sometimes, and that weird voice thing. I don't need to say. Need I say any less here? I mean, like, I don't know, man.
But that wasn't me.
But it came out of your mouth when you spoke.
But I didn't say it. I don't know who that was.
Well, listen, Wendigo or not, but it looks like you are one. I just gotta say that demonic shit, it does not fly here in my town.
It's true, it doesn't. All right, Watson, do you have any arguments aside from your poor detective skills?
I'm telling you, that wasn't me, and I don't know what happened to my parents, but I think they may have left me here because if you can tell from my name whatsoever, they couldn't be bothered to name me, so my name just sounds like whatever. They never loved me. I know they just left me here, and I don't have anybody else, and now the only people who care about me are all turning against me.
Don't fall for those tears.
I guess that proves you're a trash child.
Can you
All right, this is fascinating, and I'm loving this, but I do need to focus on the game first. Afton, yay or nay?
I feel for once that I didn't have parents either. I'm sorry, Bill. I can't, even though you're leader. I have to vote no.
No worries. Don't worry about it.
Alex the Angel, yay or nay?
Watson, I'm sorry, but Bill makes a very good point, and if I'm being fair here, it really does. I mean, like that demonic stuff. Like I'm a Wendigo myself. It's pretty common. It's pretty common amongst Wendigos to be hearing that kind of stuff out of another Wendigo's mouth. So you're gonna have to vote yay.
All right, Bill, yay or nay?
I'm sorry, kiddo, but I'm gonna have to give this a hard yay.
John, yay or nay?
Well, Watson is a child, so I don't think he could do it. So I'm gonna vote no.
All right.
You. I'm sorry I accused you before. I'm a rubbish detective.
Mr. Man.
You're a rubbish detective and a trash child. Goodbye, trash child.
Holy shit!
This laughter is terrifying. This
is something that you're a banshee rather than a Wendigo.
Sad to see it. Listen, since the mayor insists on driving you to the border, I'll send you away with a slice of pie.
No,
Watson,
you got it wrong.
No, wait, Watson, please. I want to hear your vote. It's meaningless, but please.
No, it wasn't me. I promise.
Is that a no?
It's a no.
Adorable. Oh, Bill, do you want to give him a slice of pie?
Hey, Will, what flavor do you want?
No.
You know what? I'll give you the last cherry.
That seems
fair. It's not fair. I keep being abandoned. I keep being abandoned.
There it is again. Demonic powers at work.
Watson.
Okay.
Let's go. As I escort you out, I turn to you. I'm just curious, kiddo. Do you remember?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
What have you done to me?
I mean, I didn't do anything. This is on you.
I'll get you for this. You broke your promise.
You're gone. Everyone.
So can I interest anyone in a nightcap?
All right.
I'm just gonna take a nap.
We have 2 murderers. We have a gunsman. And We have, I believe, we have 2 murderers, a gunsman,
A seer, I think?
a seer. Yes, the seer is still there. Amazingly, the seer is not dead! It's amazing. The seer is not dead, and we've got a townsperson, so this could be interesting. I need you. All right, good choice, folks. Good choice, murderers. I'm so proud of you. You really are my best friends. Seer. By the way, I will remind you guys, if you can get that little bits wheel up to 1,000 points, if you can fill that whole bar, you could get more plot stuff. You could bring someone back from the grave. You could do a bunch of things. Someone might turn into a dinosaur. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so choices have been made. I guess that's everyone because the gardener and everyone else is dead. Okay, everyone open your eyes. It's morning.
We got the spin of the wheel! We got a spin of the wheel!
What?
Ooh, boy! Spin the wheel! Spin the wheel!
Spin the wheel! Spin the wheel!
Spin the wheel!
Save the players!
Wheel.
Oh, fuck. Thanks, phone.
Thanks.
Anyway, let's see what we get. Which one is that? Save. Oh, it is actually save the player.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
Who comes back?
Who do you want to say?
Hey, chat. Who do you want me to bring back? Who am I even kidding?
Watson.
What? This wasn't in my plan.
Oh, bless you, Alex.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
Wendigo's got his knees too.
I guess I can work with that. Fine. I guess Alright, fine. Let's bring back Watson. Hang on, I have to... Alright, fine. As much as I'm loath to do any nice things for this game, I guess we have no choice. Okay, so morning comes. Everyone is chilling in the diner. It's lovely and beautiful. And as you're all sitting there enjoying pie, Watson enters.
Oh, hi.
Oh, now, hold on. I have a few questions to ask.
Welcome back, trash child.
Watson, you're not dead? Or you're not gone?
Well.
Who are you people?
What?
Wait,
I
Are you
just
saying you don't remember us?
I just woke up here and I can't remember anything.
Oh God.
Oh no.
That's
That's really interesting. Anyway, John's dead.
Oh.
Oh God.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Also, while I'm at it, John was a conspiracy theorist, and he was trying to figure out what on earth was going on in this town, but it looks like he just never quite found that thing to tie it all together.
Is that a dead
Seer
body?
is dead.
That's a super dead body.
What's going on? Why is he dead?
Come on, kiddo, sit down, have a slice of pie. Don't
Yeah,
even
come
worry
on.
about it.
Yeah. Hold on there. I mean, I got a few questions for the little fella there. I just want to know, like what where did you wake up?
In the sand pit, I guess.
You woke up in the sand pit. Now that there is highly peculiar, but let's let's put a pin in this and address the elephant in the room. So the ranger is dead.
The ranger
And
is
now
dead.
I'm beginning to feel mighty frightened here.
What's going? I don't understand. What's going on? Who are you
Short
people?
version of it, people are dying in this town due to some nasty wendigos. So I mean,
Not me.
here, have a slice of pie and just kind of absorb yourself in it. We'll get to you later. Putting a pin in that one.
Thanks. I mean,
Just
So,
deep breaths, kid. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
I assume that John's been, equally mutilated here.
Yep, looks like Wendigo claws to me.
Still no cherry pie?
No cherry
No,
pie. Looks like it's a no cherry pie day again.
Mm-mm.
I just have a quick question, Bill. Bill.
Yes, what is your question, Geek Millicutti?
It's the summer. We're not supposed to serve cherry pie in the summer.
Well, no,
Where
not
are you getting
anymore.
cherry pie?
Oh, very simple. So I met these people from Trader Joe's. They're a whole bunch of fun folk over there. They get it's okay. I will admit it. I use cherry preserve in my cherry pies year round.
You monster.
I know it's not. I know it's not the freshest, but listen, man, everybody really likes the cherry pie, and I just hate disappointing people. So okay, I will admit it. I don't use the freshest cherries, so I apologize. I will put it forth from now on that I will no longer use cherry preserve. Does that make you happy, Geek Millicutti?
It does make me happy because now I know for sure.
Alrighty, good. Alrighty.
I wasn't finished.
Oh?
Ooh.
You see, there are 5 of us currently in this diner who could be Wendigos. One who's definitely a Wendigo, but not the right Wendigo.
I'm starting to worry about that.
Get Millicutti.
Yeah. And one who is, probably not a Wendigo. I don't know how they came back from the dead. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's clearly not a Wendigo.
Yeah, that's not a Wendigo. That's fine. It's just
looking
trash
back on it, she didn't smell like a Wendigo.
Yeah,
I was a little bit suspicious, but
yeah. So, that just leaves 3 of us, and I'm sure as hell not a Wendigo.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
I have no idea what's going on.
There's a big scary monster
you're gonna have to
ripping people to shreds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Geek Millicutti, you gotta forgive me here. I'm slowly slipping into a Brooklynite. You gotta forgive me here. So I'm beginning to, I just want to say, no offense intended, but the person who would say, hey, I'm definitely not a Wendigo is probably the most likeliest candidate for a Wendigo.
I have an alibi.
What is your alibi, my friend?
I was busy polishing all of my guns in my cabin and looking out for my trash child because he hasn't come back home in several days and he's due to dig around in my trash.
Oh.
There is a nasty predicament.
Oh, that's true.
You want some pie?
I don't want any pie that's made from fucking dead people and cherry preservatives, you fucking Wendigo.
Hold on. I don't make my pies out of dead people. That would be a fucking travesty to nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, please, this is Gravity Falls, not Sweeney Todd. Calm down.
You know what else is a travesty to nature? Wendigos. No offense.
Hold on. Excuse me. Excuse you. There's a Wendigo. That's not only offensive to...
I said no offense, so that makes it okay.
Okay, that's fair. No offense rules apply. Sorry, Alex, that is. He did say no offense.
That's true.
That is how it works.
It's okay, Mr. Millicutti. Continue speaking.
Yeah, please, I want to hear you out here.
Yes, thank you. Which leads me to my point. I formally accuse Bill for being a Wendigo.
Ooh, fascinating.
Bill?
Would anyone like to second that? How about you, kiddo?
I didn't. He creeps me out a little bit, I suppose,
He gives you pies. No, little Watson child.
They taste like shit.
Okay, now hold on. That's just
Why did you learn that language?
That's not an insult to me. That's an insult to my mother, and I do not stand for insulting my mother around here.
Your mother is shit.
Okay, now I'm gonna take your pie away from you.
Alright, well, anyway, let's get to the actual discussion here. Would you like to add anything to that, Mr. Millicutti?
I mean, I think I made it perfectly clear. I really think there's only 2 people now who it could be, and Bill is one of them.
Okay. Bill, your defense. Can I have some of your pie while you're making your argument?
Yeah, sure. Here, which one you want? You want pumpkin? You want pumpernickel? You want pecan?
Oh, I'll take the cherry.
You take. We just ran out of the cherry.
I'll take French silk then.
All right, French silk it is, just for you.
Thank you.
Alrighty. I mean, geez, guys, you're really putting me in a spot here. All right, so I mean, listen, I know I'm not necessarily. I know my pleasantries can typically be pretty off-putting, but I only mean the best for this community. I've Geek Millicutti, for crying out loud. Yeah, I've known your trash child since he was born, and I'm just as worried as you are that he's not been showing up to town in a few days. I give him a slice of free pie every time he rolls through, and they're piling up in the back, taking up space, and I'm just worried for the poor fella because usually he devours through these things like he devours trash. and I'm just as concerned as you are. I mean, I'm just as concerned about everything going, and I'm sorry if I'm like, I'm gonna admit I'm getting a little overloaded here because things are just really kind of fresh. Oh, anybody else getting a little hot in here? I'm sorry, I don't do well with social anxiety. Listen,
It's
Mr.
okay.
Gickmill,
I'm literally a Wendigo.
I'm sorry. Like, I mean, like, I
Bill,
know
as much as I appreciate your enthusiasm, I think
I'm-
it's time to vote.
very true. I just want to, last thing I want to throw down there. I mean, I think I'm starting to realize it's kind of absurd that we haven't considered the actual real Wendigo standing next to us. It seems like a fox in the henhouse kind of situation. Anyway, I'll rest my case.
All right, Afton, yay or nay?
Bill, you're a good man and you've led us well thus far, but Watson is right, your pies aren't that great.
But you gotta admit, my eggs are fantastic.
I'll give you that, but a Wendigo could cook eggs that good too, so yay.
Alex,
That
yay
sounds
or
a little
nay?
racist, but
All right. Well, speaking of being racist, after that last statement, I'm gonna have to say yay.
Now hold on, I didn't. Okay, that's fair.
You
Bill,
didn't use
yay
the
or
no
nay?
offense.
I'm gonna throw down a solid nay. I'm sorry. I would like to stand my ground. I want to help figure out what the fuck is going on.
Mr. Yay or nay?
You know, one of these days you'll eventually say enough grunts to get my name right, but in the meantime, yay.
I can't believe I wish you'd go back to the other one, but here we are. Watson, yay or nay?
He rambles too much and his pies taste like crap. Yay.
All
All
right.
right, now that's just uncalled for, you little shit.
Well, that's too bad. Bill, I'm afraid you have been voted out.
All right, fine. I see how it is. There is a reason this place is called the Witty Cow Diner. And you know why that is? Because Witty Cow's another word for Wendigo. So you know what? I surrender. Very well. Okay, dokie. Fine. Do what you gotta do. But I will make it very clear, you have all been eating people. Good night.
Shall I do the honors?
Oh dear God.
Oh yeah, sure. What? Go ahead.
I whip out my claws and
Ooh,
rip
boy.
and rip Bill Galderson's heart out. I don't eat it though. 'Cause I'm not-
Ah, jeez, I'm bleeding something fierce. Oh Lord, okay.
just like you made all those other people bleed.
Praise unto. I just want to say, I deliver my praise unto the esoteric order of the Great Circle. We are all things, and all things shall be returned to us. Amen.
I think you
I
said
don't want to clean that up.
Oh.
Well, that was pretty great. Anyone want pie?
Not after that. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, fine. Go to
I'm over
sleep. Go to sleep.
Where do I sleep?
Stand up.
I guess you can sleep underneath a table or something.
Oh, I suppose.
Well, so we've got a murderer, a gunsman, and 2 townsfolk. So, Wendigo. Okay, good choice. Okay, and Sear's dead, and so is the gardener. Okay, well, time for everyone to wake up.
Oh,
Happy summer morning, everyone! It's almost time for this. In fact, do you want to know today is? Today's the summer festival. I know you're all excited, except for Watson, because Watson's dead.
God damn it! Fucking you.
Rippin' pepperoni.
Rippin' pepperoni.
Still don't know what the fuck's going on.
Can either of you two make coffee?
Why should I make coffee for a Wendigo, Afton?
Excuse you.
I told you
Alex is an upstanding gentleman.
I told you last night, didn't I? There were only 2 people who the Wendigo who's not the Wendigo we know could be.
Are you saying I'm a Wendigo, Mr. Gamillicuddy?
Yes, I am. In fact, I'm formally accusing you of being a Wendigo. I'm sorry I didn't get to that point clearer. It must be my age catching up to me.
How have I I've done nothing but be a good, upstanding person away from my pizzeria here. Even though I went away from the pizzeria to get from dead children, I'm next to dead children again.
How did the children die?
That would be my father. They
Re-
think.
I think.
He's missing.
Oh, awfully convenient, isn't it?
Well, he did kill my brother first, and I think he killed my mother? I don't know.
That sounds like a very convoluted plot that's written as it goes along.
It seems like it, doesn't it? God must have a sense of humor.
I mean, I do. Continue.
I just don't see how you could think I'm the Wendigo here.
Process of elimination.
Well, but no offense, there's a Wendigo right here. Sorry, Alex, you've been a really good gentleman.
A Wendigo that filed his teeth down and so couldn't do the first murder, which was biting the flesh off.
The first murder was flayed, to be fair, but you did see what he did to Bill, right?
Yeah, he used claws.
Claws, things, they're all the same with animatronics. Alex, what do you think?
Well, this is a pretty tough position. I'm honestly not quite sure what to think.
I was right about Bill, wasn't I?
Well, you were, certainly. Yes.
That is true. Not that you could catch his pies before we ate people.
You know, just to be sure, though, just in case we might need it, you mind putting your guns out on the table, Mr. McGillicuddy?
Yeah, sure. I reach into my pocket and I pull out a gun. Then I reach into my pocket and pull out another gun. Then I reach into my pocket and pull out another gun. Then I reach into my pocket and pull out a knife.
You get the point. That's more guns than you got hands, man.
Yeah. I guess that was just a gun in your pocket.
I'm never happy to see anyone.
I've noticed.
I suppose you're not happy to see. At least one Wendigo standing in front of you.
I mean, one Wendigo who's at least honest about it.
That's, fair. I'm sorry, Afton. I'm afraid that, well, his point still stands. He's got the guns. He's got the guns to show it. I have to second his
That is
accusation.
true, he does.
Well, if
There's
that's
no point hiding it anymore then.
do you have
Wendigo battle!
Wendigo battle!
All right. Sure, you both descend upon Afton then?
Yeah.
Sure.
But no, Mr. Gamillicuddy, at least let the Wendigos fight it out like peaceful folk.
I mean, that would be really rad to see a Wendigo battle, I'm gonna be real honest.
Just don't shoot me if I'm gonna go down first. Let the Wendigo kill me, please.
I guess it's settled then. We duel at noon.
All right, sure, why not? This is one of the better endings to the summer festival. Usually we flay someone alive and then we dance in the entrails, but this is also fine.
Yeah, we're doing a variation on our usual Wicker Man shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you both fight at dawn.
But before that, I make a blood sacrifice to the murder gods. I pray they are on my side. I use the corpses to make a sacrifice to the blood gods and accept my death like a Wendigo man.
You know, I would bless you, but you failed. So, nice try.
Yeah, being a cultist doesn't always pay off in the end. Well, seeing you soon, Billy Buddy. Roar.
And so Alex the Wendigo takes out Afton the Wendigo in a blaze of glory, and let's see here, Alex the Wendigo and Mr. No, I'm not saying your name. I refuse. I'm not doing it.
I won the game. You can say it at least once.
Mr. McGillicuddy, I'm glad we sorted this thing out.
Let's
get out of this horrible town.
Let's get some broskies.
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay. And so you both walk off into the sunset, and as you leave the town, you both forget it exists. It's fine. See you next summer.
Bye!
Bye!
Bye.
And that's it.
Woo!
Yay!
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 I tried.
So,
yeah, no, yeah.
The fun thing, hey, sorry, just want to say the fun thing is I did get y'all to eat other people, so who's the real winner today?
I haven't because I kept drinking coffee.
I was gonna say, what was in the
Sitting like,
coffee
man, this man's
then?
giving out a lot of fucking pie.
Jesus Christ.
So my favorite part is Mr. McGillicuddy really isn't Dr. McGillicuddy. He's just some other rando.
I just want to say a little insight behind the curtain here. Yeah, bro, we.
No, I'm entirely fucking aware.
No, it was just like, all right, we're gonna kill. If anyone says no to Gertrude being the sheriff, we're gonna kill Gertrude.
I feel targeted. This is ageism. I was sitting there like, man, I'm not gonna make it to the next fucking round.
I really wanted to slip a note under your door saying sorry I killed you.
You're not sorry. You're not sorry. And we're sitting there and the other thing's sitting there like, so I wonder when Bill's gonna get murdered.
Hey, I made it pretty damn close at the end there. I killed a lot of you.
You did. It's scary.
So why did none of the Wendigos go after the other Wendigo?
That's a good point.
Wendigo. Because he was a Wendigo.
Because he's a Wendigo and would be the obvious scapegoat, except that's too obvious.
The plan was kind of to get you to the end there and then make everybody think, holy shit, maybe it's the Wendigo.
Maybe it actually works.
Yeah. But it ended up with Dr. McGillicuddy, and that didn't work out too well.
Yeah, no, we should have killed him.
Yeah, Mr. McGillicuddy. Mr. McGillicuddy does not have a doctorate. Dr. McGillicuddy does. Get it right.
I really like how he dropped the bomb there too. It's just like, no, I was sitting at home polishing my guns, waiting for my child to come home.
He is a trash child.
He's a trash child that you kill.
That was crazy. What the fuck?
Okay, so unfortunately, I don't think we have time to run a third game as much as I would like to.
Because
which
daylight
is a tragedy.
savings.
Yeah, but on the bright side, hey, do you guys want to see more Discord Murder Party? You want to know what you could do? You could become a patron of Internet Remix because we're actually doing a Discord Murder Party game with the patrons on our private Patreon server. So that's not going to be streamed, but you could play with us. So if you want to play Discord Murder Party, you just got to pledge $10 a month on Patreon. Oh my god, Patreon! I can't speak today. It's real bad. It's real bad. But anyway, that's a thing you can do. Want to play? You can join our Patreon. I can describe your death to you. It'll be a great time. So that's a thing you can do. Also, we have a thing where if you say donate $20, you can also pay to choose a scenario for Discord Murder Party if that's a thing you want. So basically, give us money. And then you can play more Discord Murder Party. Give us your money. Give us all that you got.
Just fuck it on over, or some people are gonna get shot.
Wait.
Well, actually,
people
they
get shot regardless.
100% will get shot.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Brilliant.
So, yeah, I think that's it for today. So I think we're gonna call the stream here, and then we're gonna do some Q&A afterwards. So I will see you on the post show.
Lit.
Woo! Bye, everybody.
Later.
Bye.
Let the Wendigos bite.